Good day everyone, my name is C. Pugales and I am the first reporter in this group. Our topic is all about Sternberg's successful intelligence theory and Wics model. Our learning objectives are first, explain the Sternberg's successful intelligence theory and Wics model. Next is demonstrate enjoyment of working on Wics-based tasks and activities. And the last one is prepare a lesson guide that is based on the Wics model. Robert J. Sternberg is a cognitive psychologist who is currently the provost and professor of psychology at the Oklahoma State University. There are 4 skills that successful intelligence theory have. First is the memory skills. Memory skills help us recall facts and pieces of information. It helps us retain the knowledge we acquire. So memory skills is the ability to store information in our brain and then recall it after. For example, remembering your past lesson. So if the teacher will ask you about your past lesson, you are able to answer it because ma-remember mo kung ano tong iyang gi-discussed last time. There are 2 types of memory skills. First is the short-term memory and the second one is the long-term memory. So the short-term memory is the ability to store information in a short period of time. For example, remembering phone number until you write it down. So the second one is the long-term memory where information are stored for a long time, like your name, address, and important events in your life. Next is analytical skills. Analytical skills help the person determine if the certain idea is good. So analytical skills is the ability to carefully examine information, evaluate evidence logically, and then draw well-reasoned conclusion, like analyzing scientific experiment where you examine data from an experiment to identify trends and explain the result. The third one is creative skills. Creative skills allow a person to come up with new idea, usually to answer a need or solve problem. So creative skills is the ability to think outside the box, generate ideas, and find unique solutions to problems by using your imaginations, curiosity, and even experimentations. So when you are creative, you find connections between different ideas and use those connections to solve a problem. The last one is the practical skills. Practical skills enables a person to apply what one has learned. So this simply means na kung ano tong mga natunan sang isa ka tao is kailangan niya to i-apply sa iya nga sarili. According to Sternberg, successful intelligence is the ability to succeed in life given one's own goals within one's environmental context. Sternberg emphasizes that successful intelligence isn't just about being book smart. It is about being adaptable, resourceful, and being able to use your strength to overcome challenges and reach your goals.
Morning, my name is Christina D. Desante, the second reporter, and my topic is all about the Wics model. First, the Wics model, intelligence is viewed as a set of fluid abilities to learn from experience and adapt from surrounding. So, diri, ginahambal na ang tao is maka-learn siya from her experience. Then, next is Individuals possess abilities that can be nurtured into competencies and further cultivate and expertise. So, diri, ang isa ka tao is ang iya nga kakayahan, ginapahalagahan niya para magamit niya nga makaintindi sa mga bagay-bagay. And next, ang Wics model is stands for wisdom, intelligence, creativity, and synthesis. So, first, ang wisdom is isa ka kakayahan sang tao na i-apply ang iya nga kaalaman sa mga sitwasyon kag mga bagay. Tapos, ang intelligence is isa ka kakayahan sang tao nga makaisip sang logical, critical, kag mga solusyon para sa mga problema. And sa next is tung sa creativity. Diri, makaisip sang solusyon na isa ka tao para magamit niya sa mga problema nga mag-abot. And sa synthesize is amo ni ang kakayahan sang tao nga makaisip kag ipagsama-sama ang mga idea nga halin sa wisdom, intelligence kag creativity.
Applying the WICS model. The uses of WICS model include admission, instruction, and assessment. However, for this module, we shall focus only on the model's instructional and assessment uses. And that way that you can apply the WCS model in instruction is when you reflect and make choices on the tasks and activities that you will give to teach and assess your students. You may choose to teach analytically, creatively, practically, and as well teach for wisdom. How to teach analytically? First is you need to analyze. Analyze means you need to construct information, typically when explaining something. The second one is critic. Is when you give your opinion about the good and the bad. For example, sa cellphone, ginalantaw mo anay kung nami ba ang brand or hindi. Number 3 is judge. It is your own opinion. For example, tong artwork ni Larry Alcala nga The Slice of Life. That sometimes we must understand and reflect what is the real meaning behind the drawing or painting. Number 4, compare and contrast. Identifying the similarities and the differences between two or more things. For example, apples and oranges. Diba, same lang man sila nga prutas, but the differences is that ang apple usually red and the oranges are usually orange. So number 5, evaluate. Means you need to determine and examine the evidence. And the last one is assess. Like for example, ang Manila City, di ba kay dako ang ilang problema sa traffic. So the government must find a better solution to lessen the traffic.
How do you teach creatively? So to teach creatively, it is important for us sa mga future teachers na encourage natin ang mga students para ma-sustain nila ang creative ideas. So we have here the design class and activities na makahelp sa mga students. First, we have create. Dito sa create, tinutulungan niya ang mga students na i-develop ang kanilang abilities and also to generate innovative ideas, solutions, and products. Example, create an alternative ending for formulate Durante at Laura. Second, invent. In using create, maka-invent tayo or ating mga students ng mga bagay-bagay. Just like for example, ang plastic bottles. Dahil sa ginamitan natin ng ating makabagong pag-iisip, dito lumalabas ang ating ability or skills. So makagawa tayo ng mga lanterns or mga upuan in using plastics. Next is discover. Dito naman sa discover ay nabubuo ang collaboration. Ipapag-group activity natin ang ating students just like for example in debate. So through this, makadiscover sila ng iba't ibang ideas. Dito ma-practice ang kanilang confidence at ma-refresh ang kanilang minds. So next is imagine if. Halimbawa, if the EDSA revolution did not happen in 1986, ano kaya ang itsura ng ating lugar after 10 years? So, mag-picture out sa isa ka students kung ano iyang imagine or nag-formulate siya sang scenarios. So, next is suppose that. Ang halimbawa naman ito is maghatag ka sang activity sa imo nga students na i-design na nila ang computer game to help students learn kung ano ang love and sacrifice. So, para matest ilang nga creativity, ipa-describe mo sa ila kung ano ang gihimo nila nga game. So, last is predict. Ang example niya sini kay if ang isa ka tao may third eye sa likod sa iya ulo, so mag-choose ta sang appliance or gadget nga para maman-an ta kung ano ang kung may third eye man siya. Another example is, ang friend mo is may crush. Tapos ikaw, nga gusto mo maman-an kung sino yung nga crush, so ginahulaan mo. So, ang muna siya ang predict, do nagahula ka. So, that's all. Thank you.
So, how do we teach practically? So, ibig sabihin nito, mas gawin natin kapanipaniwala at angkop sa totoong buhay ang ating mga natutunan. So, number 1 is apply. Gamitin natin ang ating mga kalaman sa tunay na sitwasyon. Katulad na lang ng sa matematika. Gamitin ito para mag-budget o magbilang ng mga sukli natin. So, number 2, use. Gamitin ang mga natutunan sa araw-araw na gawain. Halimbawa, kung natutunan mo ang tamang grammar sa English, gamitin ito sa pagsulat ng mga essay o liham para o mga gawain para sa eskwelahan. So, number 3 is put into practice. So, ang teorya ay mas malinaw kung ginagawa mo ito. Sa halip na magbasa ka lamang ng tungkol sa pagluluto, mas mabuting magluto ka or magsanay kang magluto kaysa magbasa ka lang, kasi makatutunan mo ito dahil ginagawa mo ito, or learning by doing. Sabi nga ni John Dewey. So, number 4 is implement. Gawin ang mga natutunan mo sa proyekto o gawain. Halimbawa, so, kung natutunan mo ang diskarte sa negosyo, pwede mo itong gamitin para makapagpagawa ng isang maliit na negosyo o proyekto. Number 5 is render. Ipatrabaho o ilagay sa paggamit. Gumamit ng mga natutunan para makagamit. Gamitin ang mga natutunan para makamit ang layunin. So, halimbawa, kung natutunan mo na ang pag-aalaga ng halaman, pwede mo itong gamitin para sa iyong hardin, para ito ay mas maging maganda. So, number 6 kay render practical what they know. So, gamitin practical ang gamitin sa mga practical na bagay ang iyong mga nalalaman. Siguraduhin ang natutunan ay may halaga sa tunay na buhay. Halimbawa, kung natutunan mo na tungkol sa pangangalaga ng kapaligiran, pwede kang magsimula sa mga simpleng bagay, katulad na lang ng gumawa ka ng compost or gawin mo na ang pagre-recycle para mapangalagaan ang kapaligiran. So, ang layunin, practical na pagtuturo ay hindi ang practical na pagtuturo ay hindi ang gawing buhay ang kaalaman. Hindi lang ito naiintindihan kundi nagagamit rin.
So good morning everyone. I am Mary Ann A. Ramos and my topic is all about how do you teach for wisdom. First, try to find a common good. Seeking the common good promotes fairness, unity, and shared well-being, ensuring everyone benefits and society thrives collectively. Second, see things from others' points of view. Seeing things from another's point of view fosters empathy, understanding, and better communication. It helps build stronger relationships and resolves conflict by acknowledging diverse perspectives. Third, balance your own interests with those of others and of institutions. Balancing your interests with those of others and institutions ensures fairness, harmony, and sustainable relationship. It requires finding compromises that respect personal goals while considering collective needs and societal responsibilities. Fourth, look at the long term as well as the short term. Looking at both the long term and the short term ensures balanced decision making. It addresses immediate needs while considering future impacts, fostering sustainability, and preventing short-sighted mistakes. Fifth, reflect about how one can base his every decision on positive ethical values. To base every decision on positive ethical values means grounding your actions in principles that promote fairness, kindness, honesty, and respect for others. And last one, appreciate that in life what is seen as true and effective may vary over time and space. The relativity of truth and effectiveness as these concepts are deeply tied to cultural, historical, and situational contexts. What one society or era considers true or effective might differ drastically from another, reflecting shifts in knowledge, values, and priorities. And that's all, and thank you.